Alright, greetings and welcome everyone. Good morning or good evening or good night, anywhere you are. Today we are going to look at Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories PC Edition. This is a rare version of Vice City Stories. Actually, it's not even released by Rockstar, but instead it is developed by a group of modders from around the world. I am not sure about the details, but whatever it is, we are going to play this game. But before that, I have a few things to adjust. Just bear with me for a while, okay? Hold on.
Eventually.
Okay, that is about all the settings done. And right now we are going to begin the game. And start. Wow. Didn't expect that.
Vic Vance reporting for duty, sir!
Relax. Are you well?
Looks good.
Yes, thank you, Sergeant.
Good. In here, you can call me Jerry.
Okay.
Okay, Jerry. Huh? Now,
Gets me every
Vic, tell me, why did you sign up, huh? To stay out of jail? Because you like getting shouted at, huh? What makes you polish your boots and put bullets in your guns in the hopes that maybe you get to shoot someone, huh?
I got a difficult family. I got responsibilities.
What, kids abroad giving you shit, huh?
No, brothers. One is real sick, asthma, and I gotta pay the bills. The other, well, maybe he's sick too, but in a different way. My mom's a mess.
So you joined the army to get rich?
Not exactly, but, my daddy came here from DR. We didn't have a lot of opportunities. What else was I supposed to
Should
do?
have said yes.
Why did you join him?
To get rich!
Why are you messing with me, Sergeant?
I ain't. Chill. Relax. Take a seat. Look, Vic, there are plenty of opportunities for a man who knows the game to make real money. So,
I don't want any trouble, man.
who wants trouble? Nobody. Everybody wants to relax. No trouble. And there's plenty of money to be made. Nice and easy.
Listen, I don't think this is for me. So if there's nothing else...
Hey, relax, huh? Come on, Vic. I need a favor. No risk.
So why do you need me if there's no risk?
Because I gotta take registration. Besides, you're not on duty for a couple of days. Listen, you take my bike, you go over to the airport, and you pick up a package for me, huh?
Okay, just this one favor, and that's it.
Good.
And that gets me every time.
Listen, if plans change, I'll let you know.
What's this?
It's a pager, tough guy. Welcome to the 80s, Vic.
Oh, a pager. Not really used to it. And I'm also not used to seeing some readings on the edges of the screen. There are some readings like streaming something, models requested and everything. I'll try to turn that off. If you fail, try and try again. So this is what we're gonna do this time. Let's hope that we pass this mission. I'm just gonna go all out and skip the cutscene. Yes. It's very slow. Swimming is very slow. Can I go underwater? Yes, you can go underwater because this is using the San Andreas engine. The same engine, but in San Andreas is heavily modified, so you can do all sort of crazy things. Okay, we're still being shot at. And my gun is missing. Some glitches here and there. But overall it is playable. Okay, that's good. That's a good thing. take the package back to your barracks. I have turned down the volume because I want to avoid any copyright strikes. Anyways, this time we got into our barracks. We have not entered our barracks, but now we do. Yes. Brilliant. Alright, we passed the mission. That is a good thing. That's always a good thing. I find it hard to see it, but there is a gun. It is almost invisible. I wonder why. Anyways, I'm still gonna do some changes to... I'm gonna make some changes to the graphic settings. And then I'll be back. Right back at you.
A few moments later.
Looks like I cannot do anything with the weapons. It is just like that. I can't really see it very well. But regardless, just gonna use this car and go places. I'm actually very impressed by what the modders are doing with games like San Andreas. They are modding the hell out of it, making changes here and there. Always love their mods. Most of them are good.
Sure, no worries.
I'm going to skip the cutscenes for convenience sake. Unfortunately, the problem still persists. I'm still able to skip missions with the Q button. Really strange.
Weather forecast.
Yeah. It's kind of strange that I'm still able to skip the cutscene. It is gonna be.
Kick your ass.
Okay, quiet. I like music, but I am not able to express them in this video.
Solo kill you, good pendejo.
Okay, that is another oddity. But regardless, I'm going to take the money back to Martinez. This time we are not going to skip anything. Too bad the Q button skips stuff. It's like pressing Q on the keyboard skip the cutscenes and stuff. Skips your trip and suddenly you pass all the missions. While it might be convenient for modders, to test out the game and test the bugs and stuff, bug fixing and stuff. However, for me, for a gamer or player, it gets distracting, especially when I don't know how to turn it off. If any of you know how to turn that feature off, that would be greatly appreciated. Please do help. I have no idea how to turn off the thing. I am using my controller as we speak, and this seems to be working alright. whole game, the atmosphere of the game is still lively, always beautiful. However, right now I'm using my controller because I'm pretty sure if I press the Q button, okay, this time it does not skip, but sometimes it does, so it gets a little bit annoying. Okay, what are you looking at?
Hey, Victor Van! Wow, did anyone ever...
What happens if I press Q right now? And suddenly oh my goodness, I have no idea. I have no idea. I really hope that some of you will be able to help with this thing. It's not very helpful. This keeps happening.
I'm looking for Mary.
If you want Mary.
I'm using a controller, but occasionally I use the keyboard. And if it skips again, it's gonna be hell.
I'm Mona, by the way.
Sometimes
If there's anything I can do for you, or to you, just let me know.
I'm pretty sure he's not supposed to speak until you arrive. That is another glitch, but then again I cannot blame the developers because they have done a tremendous job with this mod itself. See, it's not easy to make, to port the whole game into the PC, especially when the game came from the PS2 or the PSP, a different architecture and everything.
Thanks for the ride, rugged fella.
Okay, I'm occasionally using the... Alright. We really nunchuck the hell out of those guys, eh? Get in.
Take it easy, Muscles. I've got a delicate disposition.
I would love to take it easy, but then if I take it easy, I just hope that it's worth it. You know what I mean? Cops in this game, they
Did
ride
Martina send you?
bikes
That
just like in San
cockroach
Andreas.
still owes me from last time.
The thing is, even though there are bugs, I have to admit they did a great job. You can see for yourself, the maps are 100% transported, like legitimately from Vice City Stories. All the details are there. It's all in the details. By the way, I apologize for playing at 30 frames. I just like it this way. I find it a bit strange to play, this old school GTA games on 60 frames. It feels a bit different. So it's not that I don't like different things. It's just that I'm more comfortable with 30 frames a second. I hope that some of you are comfortable with the 30 frames as well. By the way,
Corporal
okay, the next thing is gonna happen is spoiler alert. Yeah. Spoiler alert. We are no longer allowed inside. Too bad. Okay, Phil has got work for us, which is a good thing. Always a good thing. Good thing is that this game already has the G input set up for it. So that means that if I plug in an Xbox 360 controller, it will work straight away. The X input works straight away. Of course, the original, if you want to use G input, it's called X input. There's a small modification file called G input which allows you to play these games with the Xbox controller plugged in without an issue. It is like automatically set things up for you. You don't have to do a thing except for plugging in the controller. And after you plug in the controller, it will work straight away. I will leave a link to the in the description box of the video, and hope you check it out, and hopefully it helps you. Okay, good. Yeah. More money? No problem. I'm just gonna keep this bike. I kinda like this bike. Although in real life I don't ride bikes because I fear them. Yeah. Overwrite? Nah, we're just gonna save a new one. Okay. Well, just 30 frames still feel faster than 60 frames. I mean, let's try out this mini game. Yes. Wow, that is not what I want. Get in. Come on, you're wasting your time. I really don't like it when that thing happens. Pretty sure I'm not gonna pass this mission. This mini mission. Because of that thing. Flip. I'm not going to win this mission, it looks like it. Okay. Screw off. Just hope that everything works okay.